Oh, who do we have here today? Noobs is here. Shout out Nids. Oh, bloody hell. Let's go. Yeah, man. Guys, we're back. Daps can chat. We are back again. And yeah, so today, plug my company, fam. Network Security Services. Shout them out. I'll plug when everyone else comes on. Yeah, so we're back. I was always going to come back. I just had to take a couple of weeks out. But love to everyone who, kept messaging, asking when it's going to come back. Today we have Sheffield United striker and Republic of Ireland striker, David Mcgoldrick. So it's just the normal, man. I don't know why you guys keep... I don't know why you... Yes, Sam, he is. I don't know why you guys keep coming, but, thanks. So we're just going to get him in now. Where is he? Is he in? I'm sure I saw him somewhere. Okay, he's in. Oh. Okay, let me just get him in now. There he is. Cool. Network Security Services. Figure him up. Yes.
Yeah, so what's happening?
Nah, what's going on?
No, a lot, man. Same shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, bloody hell, how healthy is that beard looking?
Quarantine beard, man. The quarantine beard.
Bloody hell. Are you going to keep that?
Yeah. I'm going to shape it when I can get a trim again, man. The hair don't grow on here, so it's all right.
Wait, it don't grow at all now?
Nah, I come like Phil Mitchell out of EastEnders when I let it grow, man. So I just bick it every time when I'm ready.
Nah, that's funny, man. How you been, man? What's been going on during quarantine? How you been keeping?
All right, man. Kids have been keeping me busy, man. Homeschooling, man, going walks, bike rides, just the usual, the same here, man. Keeping fit, doing runs.
The comments are going mad for your beard,
Yeah, keep it going, man. Some people like it, some people don't, man.
Yeah. How long you been growing that one now?
Oh shit! This is about 3 months now.
3 months?
Yeah.
Flipping hell, man. Yeah, I did see a picture when I was trying to find a pic for the artwork. There was a picture I was going to use, and but it's only because half your body was cut out. But then, like, I think you posted it as well.
Yeah.
I think you posted that picture as well. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I don't even know where we're going to start with this one. So, yeah, are you looking forward to going back and all of that?
Yeah, we've been in a couple of weeks now. The social distancing at the start was tough because you can get groups of 3 or 4. But then now, like, obviously the whole team have got a game and next Wednesday. I feel we're the first game against Villa. So obviously the past week or so we've been training together. It's been tough. It's been tough because we went, you know what I mean? You can do all these 5K runs and all these press up challenges and when the ball comes out, it's a totally different thing. And it's been hard, We work as hard here, but we've been working on a program during quarantine, so we're all fit and we're all looking good, to be fair.
Yeah, man. So are you not back to full contact yet? You are, already?
Yeah, we're back to full contact. So basically, they say like you've got to keep your 2 meter distance apart when you can. When you're not, when it's not contact, but then once it goes into the games and that, it's just normal. But then obviously when the whistle blows when it's done, you just got to like kind of separate and just keep away from each other. It's hard, but it's work. You got Premier League officials there monitoring you and talking you through it.
Yeah, no. Tell the truth though. Yeah, like, do you sit there sometimes and think you want us to do 11-11, and then as soon as it stops, we're 2 meters apart?
Yeah, it can't happen. Like they try to get you, like you just instantly, like you have a tough little game and then be 11 and you're tired, so you put your hands on your head, you look next to someone and you're getting told, "Oh, stay away from each other," and it's impossible, man.
Did you have a bit of like, not nerves, but were you a bit apprehensive about going back after the whole COVID thing? Well, still going on, obviously.
Yeah, I was at the start because they said it's a safe place. But obviously, I thought the safest place for me was in my house. But going back, all the protocols, even parking your car, you've got to park away from each other. Going in, it's the safest place for you. Now we're getting tested, and now all the tests are coming back. They're all okay. I think you know, it's the safest place for us outside. It's safer than going to the supermarket, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you have to get like tested like every week now?
Yeah, twice a week, yeah.
Yeah. What's the test like? Is it the nostril one?
Yeah, and the back of the throat. So it's like a big cotton ball. And then it's just all the way down to the back of your throat, like 5 seconds, and then change it, and then it's up your nose, basically touching your brain, yeah.
Yeah. Do you see Dex's comment there?
What's he saying there?
Your beard is getting out of hand.
He just jealous because he can't grow one, man. He's still got the chin strap. He's still just got the little chin strap going around.
Yeah, that's why he has to get all the flipping Ferraris to cover up it. But yeah, how's your season? Like, obviously, from the outside looking in, you guys are achieving way more than you should be. From the outside looking in,
yeah.
From the inside, is it a surprise to you guys?
I wouldn't say surprise. Obviously, at the start of the season, you know, I was just thinking this earlier, like, we got sent something in the our group chat, like at football, and it was like a Premier League table, like what they're predicting, and it was like basically like from number 1 to 19, it was like finally like saying, do not predict the Premier League because it is impossible. Then number 20, it said Sheffield United. So we were getting,
I remember that one. Yeah.
We were getting written up from the start, but you know we got nothing to lose. You know, that fueled our fire. We've been able to do well. Obviously, we're doing really well, but it's not finished yet. We've got some big games forward, and it's going to be turning into a proper special season.
Yeah. What were like your goals as a team at the beginning of the season? Because obviously you guys came up from Championship last year. Was it just a thing of just survive at first?
Of course, yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of us haven't played in the Premier League before from our team. We know some of the boys they're for the team from League One, then got promoted to the Championship, and Championship to the Premier. Obviously, we're going in there to stay up. That's the basics. And then obviously anything above that's a plus. But we knew that we could bring something different. A lot of teams would be surprised with what we could do, and I think that's showing. A lot of teams don't really know what's happening.
Yeah. What's that? What's them things in the back? At what point did you realise?
Clack. Play the Monday ones, Clack. You wouldn't know about them ones there.
There's a question there that he's got. What was I going to say? At what point in the season did you guys realise, hold on, we could actually do something here?
I don't think there was a point. We just kept on getting results. It just hasn't stopped. We haven't really had a blip where we've lost loads. We've always bounced back with a big result. You know, we've had a few games where we've not been in it, but we knew that was going to happen at the start of the season, like the Liverpool and the Man City.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, we've gone to places and gave everyone a game.
Yeah. What is it about you guys, do you reckon, that makes you so hard to deal with? Because, like, I watch a lot of football, and I couldn't even, to this day, I couldn't tell you what formation you lot play. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that, you know, I'll see a centre back bloody bombing up to putting a cross and all of that. So I don't know. Like, in fact, let's start there. What formation do you guys even play?
It's like 5-3-2, basically. I'd say. Yeah, different. We've got centre halves all over the gaff. Our fullbacks, they come inside, overload with some of the strikers and the midfielders. We've got runners in the midfield that just bomb. So we're just crazy, but we've been playing it for, like I say, the boys have been playing it for 3-4 years, so they know inside and out what they're doing, and where to go in everyone's game. So it's the team spirit altogether, I think.
Yeah, and how much emphasis goes into it, like during training, in regards to discipline of shape and tactics? Like, how much actually goes into that? Or is it a thing now where you come in and you're just asked to do a job and you're just expected to do it?
Nah, we work on it. Like, it's not just a fluke, you know. We work on it a couple of times a week. You know, Coach Alan Neil, I've got the gaffer obviously, but Alan Neil does a lot of the stuff. And, you know, we work on it, and the things that you see on the pitch, you know, we do it in training, and keep doing it, and then when we go to the game, that's what we try and do. So
yeah, for you, because you get through a lot of work. Like, is that something that is demanded from you, from the coaches and the manager, or is that just how you are as a player? Like, were you surprised when you come and you got asked to do that job?
Nah, it's in me. It's in me. That's my game. But play up front for Sheffield United, the manager requires you to work hard. You know, if you don't work hard, you won't play. Obviously, you know, it's perfect for me to do that as well.
Yeah. So you guys are, I think, what, 5 points behind Chelsea?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, every time I hear you guys talking about, you know, in your interviews after games, talking about, you know, the league and where you guys never ever want to say, yeah, we're going for Champions League, we're going for Champions League. But if you're within the club, obviously, I don't know how much you can say, but are you secretly saying to yourselves, guys, we're going for Champions League? Or is anything now just a bonus?
Obviously, we are where we are, and it'd be silly not to say what we're doing. But you know, I think we're looking at games and we're looking at getting them at a certain amount of points. Wherever we've got some tough games coming up. I think we've got the likes of Chelsea at home, Tottenham at home, you know, Wolves as well at home. So if we beat them teams, then you never know. But as long as we just keep doing what we're doing, and I think that's what we will get to where we get to. If it's not Champions League, if it's not Europa League, as long as we're in that top half, you know, it's a plus.
Who would you say has been like, and I think you probably picked Liverpool, but who would you say has been your toughest opponent this season?
Liverpool.
What is it about Liverpool that sets them like apart?
They're superhuman. I've never seen nothing like it. Like it was different to what I witnessed. Like they've all got like world class. You all know about the quality, about the front three, the centre half who's not human, and then but the work rate and the organisation, the team spirit. Like I see them all barking at each other. They was arguing. They were demanding out of each other, and it was just obviously they got the quality as well, and they can tell where they are.
Yeah. After the match, I remember there was an interview that went viral from Chris Wilder, where he was just saying they just do the basics very well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is that sort of a thing where after you played them, did he come and say, look, this is the level, basically?
Yeah, and it's, you know, we was doing all right, like we was at the time, you know, we were up in the top half, and I think we went there and we didn't do ourselves justice of how we play, and he says that if it's good enough for Liverpool, the European Championship, then it's good enough for anyone, you know, if they work hard, do the basics right, then anyone should be able to do that, and, you know, we've took things off that and tried to bring it into our game.
Yeah, when you guys were playing that match, it was throughout the match, was there ever a point when you're like, we're not gonna score today, you know, we're not gonna win this? Like, well, obviously you have to play to the end, you have to try your best, but was it a thing of, you know what, I don't know, man, about today?
Like, you know what, it was on the pitch, it was like, this is mental, like we're nowhere near it, but we were 1-0 down at the time, and we had a few chances, like, and it was always a little thing. Obviously they got the second goal, we had a chance at the end that we could have maybe got one back. We never writ ourselves up. We've never written. So what's the wrong thing I say about the Blades? You know, we always give up all, and I've never been in a game where I don't think that we can get some.
Yeah,
that's just one game at Anfield, and that night was just a different experience.
Yeah, and you've obviously played against many teams, and when you come up against like the Liverpools, is there ever a point where you actually come off the pitch blowing?
Yeah. Many a time, and Anfield was one of them. Yeah. I remember it was all this look round each other in the dressing room after, and went, oh, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah,
like, that was real. We knew that when we were coming up that there was going to be times where we couldn't do nothing about it, because if they say yes and if they want to do what they want to do, then we were going to have to just accept that. And that night, you know, that happened, and you know, it was 2-0. You know, it wasn't a cricket score. It was 2-0, and we gave it our all, and we chances as well. We could have pulled the football back at the end.
Yeah, who stood out for you? In fact, who out of the players you've actually played against this season has stood out for you, whether it be a surprise or not a surprise? Like, who are you actually looking at thinking, oh, what a player?
Obviously from the Liverpool game, Van Dijk, you know, he's the best defender about. There's no doubt about it. He had a cigar on against me, you know, treated me like a little kid. Mane, he was sharp as anything. You know, he's just electric when he gets going, and just quick touch. Man City, obviously, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
He was a joke. All that midfield, to be fair. Gundogan, he was real good. Aguero didn't do much, but then he scored, and that's just
You know, that's anyone who I've spoken to who says they've played against him, they always say the same thing. It's like, I don't know if he does it on purpose, like, it just looks like he's not doing much, and then literally, boom.
Bam, yeah, one chance, bam, goal. And you just think, right, yeah, like, but, you know, it's just the same people that you hear mentioned, you know, but the quality from the Premier League and Championship, there's a big difference all over the pitch, and I could go around talking about players for ages.
What's the biggest difference you notice between the Championship and Premier League?
You get a lot more time on the ball. You get a bit more respect. You know, in the Championship, it's more rough and tumble. You know, it's just all out war all the time. But you know, there's games when, even though we've been promoted from the Championship, teams have come and respected us and gave us time on the ball. And when we want to up the gear, you know, teams have sat back. You know, Newcastle did it to us. They just sat back, and you know, we find it hard to break down. It's a bit different than what we're used to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna get through one or two questions. Guys, if you guys have questions, just write them to me, and then I'll go through.
I'll come up with my thing now from Slack. Why do you wear black boots?
Yeah. Why do you wear black boots?
I don't know. I want to be like Frank probably, but you know, I don't like flary boots for some reason. I just like you know, let the football do the talking basically.
Yeah. Let's get this one. How fit you feeling?
Yeah, good. Like I say, we was working hard. Bestie. I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, I'm feeling fit. You know, we worked hard over the quarantine. You know, we had tough sessions we had to do. We had to do a couple of sessions a day, and we had a fitness belt that we had to use. You know, and we had to show the database to the staff every day. If we didn't do it, and obviously we get fined. And so we worked hard over the quarantine time, and I think it's paying off now.
Okay, you've got one more that we'll ask for now, then we'll move on. That's a big one. How did your transfer to the Blades from Ipswich come about? And did you feel we would be challenging for promotion? I can't see the rest of that. Yeah, I can't see the rest of that.
Yeah, how did it come about? Obviously, I got released from Ipswich. A new manager come in, said I wasn't for him. And then I got a call to say, do I want to go to Sheffield United? It wasn't straight away. It was after a bit. You know, I was struggling for a bit to get a team, and then in pre-season I got a call to say, do I want to go Sheffield United to train, basically a trial for a week. And obviously I jumped at the chance. I played against them the season before, and I thought they were really good, and I thought I could do there.
Yeah.
And I went there, and I was honestly blown away by how good they are and how good some of the players were. I knew some of the players from playing with them and playing against them.
Yeah,
I knew that we could do something.
It's good that this question come up, because I actually wanted to talk about this. So you went there on trial, and obviously you'd been a pro at this time. How many years had you been a pro?
So what, I was 30 then, so I made my debut when I was 16, so 14 years.
So you've been a pro 14 years, and you've always like had a club or not really had problems finding a club. So what's the reality of it when you're out of contracts trying to find a club? Because people just think it just comes to you easy. Like, do you actually find it easy to find a club? And what's it like for you having to actually go out and trial all over again? Yeah. Like, is it humbling?
It is humbling. It was a big reality check. You know, I was at Ipswich. I loved my time there. You know, I had one of my best years of my career there. You know, I think they got me back to my best. All the players that I met there. But then I just got released. It's just one of those things that I got a lot of injuries, and then it happened. Yeah, there's my skip there. Wait, I see my skip side. I'm not going to shout him out, but there's my skip, my island skip there. Yeah, and then I got what was I saying? I was at Ipswich. Yeah, I got released basically, and then my phone wasn't ringing. The agent's phone wasn't ringing. No one really was showing an interest. I thought that I was a sick note and I was getting too old, and you know, it was a bit weird. I was like, "Oh, this is where I'm at."
Yeah.
So I jumped at the chance to go Sheffield United, you know, and it was the best thing I've ever done. To put it down like that.
Yeah. Was there ever a point where, when you get released, was there ever a point when you're like, I might have to drop down divisions now, or or how am I gonna feed not feed my family, because you know I'm hoping that you've done well for yourself at this point. But do you get those thoughts of what's gonna happen now? I've not got a club.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Remember, I got a call off a team in League One. The manager rang my phone and was like, "What's happening? Like, would you be interested in coming?" And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, yeah, like I would. Like, I was thinking it would have been a big cut from what I've been on for the past couple of years. But you know, I just wanted to play, and you know, but I think it got the fire back in my belly to have a feelings and to see where I was at. And obviously, I knew I had to go and prove what I was about, and I think I did that.
Yeah. What's it like as well when you're involved in a club? So at Ipswich, did well at Ipswich, but at one point, I think Leicester came in for you. Yeah. When they went to the Prem, and you know, for whatever reason the move didn't happen. What does that do for you mentally when you're thinking, hold on, I've got a chance to play Prem, but you know it's not happened. You know, through no fault of your own. Like trying to get back into the mode of playing football again, trying to get back to that form that has actually made them interested. Like, how hard is that to do?
Real hard, you know. It was a tough point. You know, I remember I had my first 18 months at Ipswich and doing well, got my feet back on the ground, playing, and then on deadline day, I think 2 days before, I got told Leicester have come in.
Yeah. And
obviously, my family was back living in Nottingham at the time, so it was ideal for me to look at the move, you know, because I wanted to go back there because I could have lived back at home with my family, play in the Premier League with Leicester. It got close, but then it just fell through at the end, and I think it took me a while to recover back after that. You know, it was hard, but like I say, like I enjoyed my time at Ipswich. There was nothing against Ipswich at all. It was just that dream of playing the Premier League. I'm glad I finally got to do it now, but at that time I wanted to, and it was an ideal situation, but it never happened. And I signed a new contract at Ipswich a couple of months later, for 4 years, and I don't regret any of that.
Yeah. Did you feel at the time that you might not get that opportunity to play in the Premier League?
Yeah, the more the years go on, obviously you're getting older and you think, you know, my time was going and I wasn't scoring as many as I wanted to in Ipswich to get the move. And we had a couple of chances at Ipswich in the playoffs, and I did think it was going to happen. But this football is a crazy world, you know.
Yeah, but the good thing is, like you say, you went on, signed to Sheffield United, and you know you got promotion to the Premier League, and here you are. So the next thing I want to talk about is what do you think of VAR?
Worst invention ever.
So, for those of you that don't know, you've got a lot of Sheffield United fans in here. So, I hope you don't mind me bringing this up, but you went through this goal drought.
Yeah.
You've gone through this goal drought now, and then Tottenham comes on. In fact, furthermore, before that, what was it like for you going through this drought as a striker?
It's not ideal. It's not great because every striker wants to score. You know, any striker tells you they don't want to score is lying. And I'm not no different. So, you know, it's tough, but it helps that the team's doing so well, and I still get picked to play. You know, I've never been took out the team because of my goals. You know, I think the players value what else I bring to the team. So, and we look at that position in the league. You know, I think I would still, to this day, like I wouldn't swap the position. I wouldn't want to be in the bottom half of the table and score the Premier goal like what we're doing now.
Yeah,
more satisfaction. You know, obviously I want the goal, and that goal will come, by the way. But the satisfaction of where we are in the league right now is it takes my mind off of my own personal thing.
Yeah, nah, and it must be. I was just saying that because obviously last season you had a good season in front of goal, and then this season happened. But the good thing that I do like is that I think I've actually got the video here. You was running 13k a game. Chatham was 13k a game. Bloody hell, that's fit of you. So the good thing is that you had. Chris Wilder said this about it. I'm going to try something. I hope it works. I've never actually done this before. Oh, look at that. Can you hear that?
No, it's muted, I think.
Ah, that's annoying. Basically,
There we go. He's talking now. He just came
Oh.
on at the end. It's gone now.
okay, cool, go.
Nah, it's muted again.
Ah, that's really, really annoying. How about now?
No.
Whoops, almost ended the thing. So yeah, basically he was saying that he loves what you do, and Sheffield United are a better team with you in it. So what does it do for you when your manager comes out and says stuff like that?
It gives you confidence again. There was lack of things that obviously like you won't see. Like we played Wolves and we drew 1-0 and had a few chances again. I think the drought was getting to me in that game. I missed a few chances and I'm sat in the dressing room after, like hands on the head, and he just pulls me in the shower and says, "Listen, like what you're doing for me, like it's more than goals, so get your head up now," like kind of thing. Like, and I played the next game, and it just brings you confidence.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Okay.
He's
So
a great man manager like that.
yeah, like he does come across as a really, really good manager, and we will get to him in a second. But then this happens with Tottenham. So what's going through your mind when this happens?
First of all, I knew I was onside there, so obviously I'm celebrating. And then as I come back, I see him check VAR, and I thought, oh no, it's all right. They've got to check it. And then it was going on for a bit longer, and I think I was talking to Harry Winks of Tottenham, and I said to him, "Something's happening here." I said, "Something's happening here." And then 1 second, my little one is watching.
We got the little one.
Yeah, sorry, trying to get.
All right, sir.
Yeah, little. And then I just, the longer it went on, I just thought something's happening. It was about 2 minutes, and I thought, nah, something. And then obviously it got longer, and then I just knew that something was singing. It was about 30 seconds before something. It wasn't even offside. Like it was a toenail decision or something. I think.
Crazy.
I just knew it was my look. But things happened, and I went on and got involved with the goal. I didn't let it affect me.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring that up again now. So tell the truth here. Are you claiming an assist there?
100%. Boulder joined the chat a minute ago. He's going to probably claim that he meant to strike that in the top corner, but he shanked it.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. What's been one of your favourite goals for Sheffield United?
The one against Hull at the end of last season. We needed the win. Leeds slipped up, I think, the week before. We had to go to Hull. The pressure was on us. And we went 2-0 up after about 20 minutes. My second goal. I scored 2 that day, and my second one curled it into the top corner for about 25 yards.
Oh, I ain't got that goal. I've only got I think you go somewhere. I got this one. Was this the first one?
I can't see it. It's blue. That's the header. Yeah, that's the header. That made it 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got that goal.
Yeah. That was a big day. That was a big day for us.
Why was it such a big day? Oh, the promotion case.
Promotion. Yeah. We had about 2 or 3 games left after that. That put pressure on Leeds, and I think Leeds messed up that same day, which gave us a gap in the league for us. And it was all down to us after that.
Okay. So, question: who is your favourite player at United?
Oh, favourite player. I'm gonna say John Fleck.
What makes him so? Is it because he sets you up for a lot of your goals, mate?
Nah, he's just got everything. He scores goals. He's assisted. He can drive past people like it's nothing. Got a bit of everything, and he's a massive part of our team. There's more that I can go through, but standing out, I probably have to say John Fleck.
Okay. Next question. There's so many here. Bloody hell. Have you tried Henderson's relish, Sheffield's finest?
No, I ain't tried that.
Okay. What I did want to talk about as well would, and you're like the perfect person to talk about this, because you've played with him. So, and I just saw someone bring it up in the comments. Ravel.
Okay,
Yeah. So Ravel Morrison, for me, because there's been a lot of talk recently about him, has he underachieved in the game and whatnot, and I personally found it disrespectful. Because he's still only 27, number one, so he can go on and still have, you know, a massive career. Plus, no disrespect, but he's not playing non-league football. Do you know what I mean? But like, how good is he from what you've seen, like in training and everything?
Ability-wise, what you'll hear from the old Man United players and the West Ham players about his abilities, that's no lie. You know, his ability is frightening. One thing I have to say about Ravel, you know, he's in the press. I've been oppressed a lot, you know, for having a bad reputation. But that is the complete opposite. The guy is a humble, polite guy. Comes in every morning, and like shake everyone's hand, say hello. You know, real polite boy, got not one bit of bad attitude. Yes, he's got a bit of attitude on the pitch, but that's like, if you don't have that, you don't be a good player. But ability-wise, yeah, he's got it all. He's still young, you know. He just wants that chance to go improve. He needs to win a games. You know, I think with his ability, I don't think he can play one game, come out with two. You know, I think he needs to play games. If he gets to win a game, then, you know, ability always comes through, and he's got the work rate now. He will get a chance, and I think he will take it.
Yeah, 100%. I do really, really like him a lot, man, and I probably just hope that he gets what he deserves in regards to getting all the games, getting all the accolades, because he's such a good talent. Another question. Davey, are you buzzing to carry Ireland to Euro 2021?
Yeah. I want to play in the Euros. Definitely. I want to play in the Euros. You know, the boys there. I love the boys there. You know, we've got new manager. You know, Mick McCarthy, aka my dad, just got sacked. From there. So, you know, we've got a new manager, and, you know, I'm really looking forward to working underneath him if I get selected. You know, I've had a conversation with him and being really positive, and, you know, we've got 2 games, you know, 2 finals coming up soon to qualify for it, man. I really want to do it.
Yeah. I was going to ask about you deciding to play for Ireland rather than Scotland, but I heard that wasn't even a real thing, you playing for Scotland.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know where that from. I think it's already this nation together, you know. It was always Ireland, Republic of Ireland, you know. The background to it as well is obviously I highlighted before. I was adopted as a kid. So to find out, to play for the national team, you have to find out your blood. I had to find out my birth parents, and obviously I found out that my grandfather, my birth grandfather, was an Irish man. So obviously I have Irish blood in me, so that's how I qualified for Ireland. So I didn't have Scottish in me, no Scottish blood in me that I knew of. I don't know where that come from.
How important was it for you to actually find out about like your biological heritage?
Yeah, obviously you're growing up wanting to know. You're laughing at the bit McCarthy. Obviously you're growing up, and you know you want to know all about your family roots and everything. You know, when you're adopted, you get a file that tells you about who your parents was and all that. But you still in the back of your mind, you want to know about got brothers and sisters and who my dad is, who my whatever. And that's never material. I've never met to this day any of my blood family. I just got in contact, you know. I didn't want to. I was raised by Janet. I've got a brother and sister. I called them, that's my mum, that's my brother, that's my sister. And my father passed away, adopted me when I was young. And, you know, I kept that, so I didn't want to meet him. I just wanted to find out about myself. And, I found out my Irish roots. And, you know, one of the best things I found out as well.
Yeah, love that, man. How did it feel scoring against Switzerland in the Aviva?
One of the best feelings.
Yes, I guess you've got that goal.
One of the best feelings, yeah. You know, I won a good 9 games about a goal for Ireland as well, and then you know to pop up and to get the level of this late on, you know, the crowd was, you know, the full house and the atmosphere was like it was electric. Yeah, and I still remember, I still watch these videos now and then to see the goals.
Is that one of your like favorite goals, like in your career? Has to be, surely.
Yeah, definitely international goal. That's what you want. That's what TV, and I got it against top team, and it's a valuable point.
Okay, got one more I saw regarding the Irish team and the Euros. I'm just gonna get it for you now. Sorry, 1 second. Who is? Oh my God, person asking so many questions. You ready to win us the Euros?
Yeah, I'm ready to participate. You know, you can't you can't judge what's going to happen, but you know we got to get there first, and hopefully, you know, the team we've got, you know, anything can happen. You see football, anything happen, but we got to get there first, and you know, let's hope it's a successful one.
So that's an excellent media answer. I love it. Okay, who's your favourite striker to play alongside with at the Blades?
I'd say my most successful one is with this captain Billy Sharp. We scored a handful of goals in the championship together. He's done all his career basically, but you know we work well together. McBurney, he complements.
What's he like, Ollie McBurney?
He's another
like
one. He's a character, you know. Before he joined the club, you know, you see his Instagram or something, and you don't judge, but you look and you think, this guy's crazy. But turn opposite again, like good to be one of my good friends, like good guy all round, like funny, just loves the crack, like this real good guy, good player as well. I had a good relationship with Muset, you know, he's fast, he runs in behind. They're all good, you know. I think my successful one, like I say, is with Billy Sharp, you know, definitely. But I feel like I've worked with all of them.
Yeah. How important is Billy Sharp behind the scenes for that club?
Yeah, he's Mr. Sheffield United, you know, he loves the club, you know. He loves everything that goes by it, you know, he gets real emotional about everything, and you know, when we get promoted, that's his dream, to captain his team and get promotion and captain his team in the Premier League. That's what he's dreaming about, and he's living it. So fair play to the boy, you know, that's his dream and he's living it.
Yeah. So I was going to talk about Chris Wilder now. He's got like plaudits all season because of how well you guys have done, and he's always remained humble about it. Like, for you as a player, what is it like playing under him, and what is it about him that makes the team that makes the team play so well?
I just think he just knows how to get the best out of us, you know, and we all respect.
Oh, 1 second. Is my Wi-Fi okay? Are you right?
I heard a few people saying he's moving mad.
Are you sure it's not you? Let me switch to. Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Yeah. I just think he just knows how to get the best out of us, basically. And you know, we all respect him as a man and a manager. You know, his man management second to none. And you know, I think once you've got that bond and you respect someone and they respect you as well, but at the same time, you know what you got to do out there. And if you don't do it, he's going to tell you. And I think that's the fine line. You know, I think there's a balance. And you know, when we don't do it, he tells you. And when we do it, you know, he praises us to a certain extent.
Does he ever lose his rag?
Yeah, he's old school. Yeah, old school feel at this club. You know, it's like he loses his rag, and you know, that's what he is, and he won't change. You know, he's come from through the leagues as well as a manager, so you know. But at the same time, he complements us at the same time when we needs to be. So it's what we need.
Okay. Yeah. So now I'm going to ask you about a few players you've played with as well, and just give me like a rundown of what they like as a player, or yeah, just what you think of them. Number 1, I don't know if he's still in here, Leon Best.
AKA R9 when he was a kid, yeah. He got everything. He had pace, power, finish. He had a few injuries when he went to Blackburn. You know, he scored perfect hat-trick in the Premier League. Who's done that? You know, for a big team like Newcastle. Had it all. Injuries, think he's had a good career. You know, he's knocked on the head now, but I still think he could play. But I don't know how his knees are. But he's got everything, and you know, I grew up with him since I was a kid. So
I say that to him all the time. That does he not feel like playing again? And he just was like, nah, he don't fancy it. But one day I'll get him on here and he'll tell his story, and it's a mad story. Dexter Blackstock.
Yeah, the Mr. Elbow, you know, go for a brick wall for you, you know. Put anything in the crosses, come through like I'll get the scruffiest goals ever. He knows it. Get the scruffiest goals, but he'll get you 10, 15, 20 goals a season.
Yeah.
When he retired early. You know, he's an entrepreneur now, businessman. You know, but he's had a career. He's had a career at the top, and he's had a bad injury as well, which I think stopped him a little bit. But yeah, definitely a good career and a good guy.
Yeah. What's your worst injury that you've
had? Worst injuries. I had a few ups on my knees, but nothing bad. Touch wood. Tore a hamstring, like grade 3. Like that was like 4 months. But you know, touch wood, has never been nothing serious. Just been repetitive, silly little ones.
Dean Henderson.
Yeah, soon on top, he calls himself. He's future England #1. No doubt about it. 21, 22, all the confidence in the world. And he backs it. He's had a few blips at his time at Sheffield United by conceding a few things, goals, but he's come back and he's been the best goalkeeper in the league this year, I reckon, for us. And
yeah, so you think he's definitely future England #1? Well, you can't say definitely, obviously, but for you,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he should be #1 now. But
games are about opinion. You know, I let Mr. Southgate do that.
Yeah, that's it. Muz, shout out Muz. #1. Hey Muz, when are you coming on? Muz will be in every comment. We'll chat in the DMs, and he's still not here. Chris Wilder or Danny McCarthy.
Poolside with mojito somewhere now. Muz is.
Trust me, just chilling. Chris Wilder or Danny McCarthy?
Who's asking that, Muz? Muz, can't put me on the spot like that, Muz, man. I got kids to feed, man. Nah, both important in my career. Obviously for Ipswich and Ireland, done amazing for me. And then Chris Wilder put my career back on track, and he's still my manager now. And he's still playing in the Premier League. So I've got both mutual respect for both of them.
Yeah. The most intimidating ground you've played at?
Most intimidating.
Is Anfield really? Have you been at Anfield? Yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been. Is Anfield like?
Yeah, it's historic. It's old school ground, and when they sang "Never Walk Alone" before, it's goosebumps. We tried to block it out by screaming at each other, shouting on, but you hear the noise and them singing it. It's a historic place. That was a real good atmosphere. Trying to think now. None that can stick to my mind. At the minute, to be fair, not intimidating. Few international ones. Come think about. Poland was tough.
Oh, I'm not even trying to get into Poland. The most. Oh, let me just see it. Who's been the most improved player that you've seen after quarantine? Who's come back looking good?
McBurney's come back sharp. I think he needed it, and he came with not much pre-season when he first signed, and he still scored goals and he's still doing unbelievable for us. But I've seen a little spark in his eye when he's been training. And he's been looking real good.
Yeah. Are you feeling like you need a couple friendlies before you go and play? You are playing friendlies, right?
Yeah, there are a few friendlies behind the scenes. Not say you're against forever because I don't know if we're allowed, but yeah, we've had a few friendlies behind the scenes to get. We're the first game. We've got a game on the 17th against Aston Villa. We're the first game. I'm sure you've probably seen it. So we're a few days before everyone else. So yeah, we've got to get scratched quickly because we've got a tough start down in Villa Park.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask you the question because it keeps coming up in the comments from a few people. Hey, Ollie, well done. What do you think? What do you think of Ipswich Town, and can they come back up again?
I'm not even saying it just because 1,000,000%. Massive club and a good family club, well run. I think they're the bad year. Certain things went on behind the scenes that obviously it's not to do with me, but you know, it's a massive club that deserves to be in the top. Massive fan base, loyal fan base, always turn up. A lovely place to live as well.
Yeah, I've just seen Titus Bramble in the comments as well, giving you the eyes. And I saw him ask a question earlier on, saying thanks for ending his career or sort of making him retire or something like that.
If they play 11v11, you'd never see the football pitch after. What a guy.
So what I'm going to tell you to do now is we've got about just over 10 minutes left, maybe just under 15. What I'm going to ask you to do now is name me your five-a-side team of players you've played with. All-time five-a-side team. What's all your teammates coming out?
No. Let's see them coming out of the woodworks now. Putting on the spot, you know, there's a few in here that I've seen, you know. I'll just see one if I don't know. Right, crazy. All right, I'm gonna put Gareth Bale's gonna be one of the players.
Oh, sorry. Let me just pick up that name. Sorry.
Yeah, Gareth Bale, he'll be in there. And then I'm gonna.
That's your five.
Say that again. Your Wi-Fi is a little bit much. You there, bro?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's you, man. Get off this tongue coronavirus. But let's try this.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, better now.
I don't know what happened there, man. That's never happened before, man. It's all you.
No. We're good round here. 4G round here.
Yeah. Right. When it was just getting to the good bits as well.
No. What was it? My five-a-side team, wasn't it?
Yeah. So basically, there's a lot of guys who were on here before and a lot who weren't on here before. So I've been speaking to Dave for the last hour, and now we're just about to get into his all-star five-a-side team of people that he's played with. Shout out, Brad. He's all-star 5 times of people that he's played with. So, go on. Who's your best five-a-side team of people that you played with?
Right, I'll go the key. I'll go with my keeper I got now. I'll go with Dean Henderson.
Dean Henderson.
Yeah, I've got 4 outfield players. I need 1 defender. I'm going Big Red Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah, underrated player, underrated to the maximum. And I'm gonna have Adam Lallana and Gareth Bale in the midfield.
Oh, look at that.
And then striker. I've never got one more striker. That's a tough one. But I'm gonna fling him in just because what we did when he was a kid and what I've seen. Theo Walcott. When he was a kid, it was just I've never seen a kid that good before.
Yeah. How good was he as a kid?
It was mad. I went up there, signed for Southampton in the first training session. I just seen he was a year younger, so he was still at school, and I just see this boy just run with the ball like the fastest thing. It was like I blinked and he was gone. Like the thing about him at that age, he could finish. He could, he was a talented boy, too good for his age, and obviously he got to move Arsenal a year or so later. But I played with him, and he had everything, and he's gone on to score whatever 100 goals for Arsenal and all all them England caps and that. So yeah, he ain't disappointed.
So your team: Henderson, Morgan, Lallana, Gareth Bale, and Theo Walcott.
Yeah.
That Southampton team was mad, bro.
Yeah, youngsters. Youngsters. There was Nathan Dyer, Leon Best, Dexter Blackstock, Martin Craig, Lloyd James. You know, I can go on. Our team was a joke. We should have won the FA Youth Cup final, but we lost to Ipswich, funny enough.
Yeah. What was got a question in there. Ox and Punch. What were they like? Oh, were they there with them?
I went there with them. I
don't think Ox would have been there. Dizzy, that beard is mad. Shout out Ash.
shout out Craig as well.
Yeah. So you're obviously 32.
Yeah.
You're 32. You know, God willing, you still got a few more years left. But at what point do you start looking at, you know, life beyond football? Or is that something that you've always pretty much done?
No, I think it's silly enough you don't think about that all the time because it can change instantly, you know. Set yourself up ready. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do after in terms of job wise, if I want to stay in football and all that kind of stuff. Financially wise, you have to set yourself up wise, and I'm on that path. And but obviously, I don't know if I want to stay in football. I ain't got a decision yet because obviously I'm still playing and I still want to play for a good few years left. I think I can play till old. I don't rely on my play too much.
Yeah. You still think you can do it in the Prem for a good couple of years still?
Yeah, I believe that. You got to believe in yourself, and I believe myself. You know, like I say, I ain't open my account yet, but I will do, and I think they'll flow in after once they start going. You know, you got to back yourself for that.
Yeah. How many years you got left? Is this your just take your final season? Is it at Sheffield United?
No, so we got next season. Yeah, I got next season as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. When you signed, did you sign? You signed for the year, right?
I signed. After my trial was 2 years ago. I signed a year contract, and then in the January I signed another 2 years. Yeah, so so basically I've been there 2 years, and I got another year, so yeah, 3 years.
Yeah. I do want to stay on the whole thinking about life after football stuff. How important do you think it is to have that sort of education for football players? Like, I don't know when you were younger if you had that education about planning for the future, but how important do you think that is?
Massively important. I think, you know, I'm a believer that in school, I think kids should get taught about finances, and, you know, especially young kids from lower privileged backgrounds. You know, you put some of these kids on the money that they're on in the youth team, and, you know, you'd be crazy to say you wouldn't live how they lived, because they go out and buy the cars, they go out and buy the watches, which they should do because, you know, that's their money. But, you know, not only 10% of them go on to the actual play at the highest level. You know, I think there needs to be some guidance for these kids. You know, I could have done with it a lot, and I know a lot of kids, the money's even more crazy now. You know, and you see the kids that are in the youth teams getting all this money. I think there needs to be some guidance from school and in the education of the youth team scholars to deal with finances and how they should live. So it's not their fault. Kids haven't been taught that. So what do you expect?
Do you think you, as a youngster, would have been receptive to that information?
No, but if someone drills something into you and you have lessons, it sticks in your back of mind. You know, no matter who you are. If you have to go to classes once a week and someone comes in and talks to you about certain things, it's going to stick in the back of your mind no matter what. And, you know, I seen an article the other day, someone saying that these kids in the youth team get this money, but there should be a thing in place to say that they shouldn't get the money until they're half the money or a certain amount of money till they're 23, 24, 25. If you earn over a certain amount. And I completely agree with that, because it's not, you chuck these lads on this big money.
Yeah. But how much if they did bring that in though, like then it comes to, I think there'll be a load of like behind the scenes, under the table payments to people, and I think it'll just get a bit mad.
Yeah, it could do that. But you know, something has to be done. But then obviously that might not be done because a lot of the boys could be investing right and the right people around them. But I think if you take a boy that's been living in low poverty a lot of his life and then given a large chunk of money, and then he starts helping his mum, his brother, his sisters, and his whole friends and family out, it all could soon go.
Yeah. He had a few injury spells before joining the plays, but okay, cool. So when you hear me doing that, guys, I have to vet these questions first, but I'm not just gonna blast one raw question. You've had a few injury spells before joining the Blaze, but I've kept fitness for almost 2 seasons. What's changed?
If that's $1 million question, it's just complete. Look, the same desire to play when I was playing for Ipswich and I'm playing for Sheffield United. It's just pure luck. When I got injured for Ipswich, a lot of things, I battled the ball, normal thing, tore my hammy 3 months. I went for a header, landed on my ankle, played on because I didn't want to come off, out for 4 months. Had an operation, shoulder injury. Another time, went in for a tackle, got kicked in my groin. Some of the things you can't do nothing about, and I think it's just look at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, you've got Villa next week. That is the first game back, right? For on TV.
Yeah, the first game. I think 6 o'clock on next Wednesday. Yeah.
6 o'clock next Wednesday. Do you keep an eye out when your matches are on? Do you keep an eye out to see which ones are on TV?
Yeah, but to be fair, this year a lot of them has been. To be fair, if it's not on a Saturday at 3 o'clock, then basically it's on TV. But now all the games from now to the end of the season are all going to be on TV, so we're kind of used to it now. So hopefully we can show what we're about.
Yeah, you're looking forward to playing behind closed doors.
It's not ideal, but the safety is the main thing. I'm just glad that we can get back playing, and obviously it's going to give people things to watch at home. Obviously, a lot of people come out so they're not fans of it because it feels like we're a bit guinea pigs for people to stay at home because it'll stop people going out. But we're playing football at the end of the day, and that's our job, and that's what we love doing. Being told we've got to play, and we're going to do that to our match.
Yeah, nobody should tell me to do anything come next Wednesday. I'm here. So if I've got any lives planned or anything, guys, they're cancelled. So
I think I think on a Saturday there's a game at 12, 2, 4, 7 on the Sunday, 12, 2, 4, 7. So
it's all mad.
You don't need anything. You've got a beer and that's it.
Yeah, it's all mad. But yeah. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Next week, I honestly pray you'll get that goal in the league.
Yeah, it'll come, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, people say you haven't scored, but you have actually scored this year.
Yeah, you could say that, but
you want it in the Prem.
Why don't panic? When I was a youngster, I got told by a senior player when I was a kid, he said, never worry about missing chances. Never worry about missing chances. Worry about when you're not getting chances, and I've lived by that motto, if you're getting chances, you're doing right. And I see a stat to say I've had one of the most chances to clean cut chances, but I haven't took them away. Like one of them's going to go in, and I'm still going to be getting them chances. So I believe that when one goes in,
yeah,
it's all going to follow. But I'm not worried about it. The Blades are doing well. So.
I saw the stat. I think it said you've had about 400 chances.
Yeah, I think it was 7.
But yeah, I hope guys have liked this, and guys watching, if you need to see this again, it's going to be out on the Counter Attacks YouTube maybe tomorrow or the day after, and I'm going to do a little cheeky giveaway, so make sure you stay up to date and follow at Counter Attack Pod, because the giveaway is going to be Sheffield United related, and David don't know about this yet, but he's going to be a big benefactor of that. So benefactor, is that a word? I feel like that's a word. That is a word, right?
Yeah, one of them.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so we're out. Oh yeah, also I'm back tomorrow with Danny Graham. So guys, in a bit, love kids, man.
That's it, man. No worries, man. Take time, man.
Thank you very much, man. In a bit.